YouTube. What's a Guanis Cultures of here? Tarot, the psychic medium, 15, 16 years. So I just made a Facebook Live, which I think was very good. I went on many different tangents, but I have been processing lots of emotion. And I had a very, very strong experience. It's a little bit of story time, but this is true. I was in a very deep meditation 2 or 3 days ago. And when I first got to the lake, my friend was running a hostel called the Light Portal. And at that time, I had dipped my toe into plant medicine and was doing Changa ceremonies, which are DMT. Incredibly experienced. I think plant medicine is overdone, and I think it should be done very, what's the word, ethically, and you should be with a practitioner who knows what they're doing. Anyway, what sometimes plant medicine or these things can do is they open you, they expand your mind, your consciousness, they help you to flex, I guess, your spirit and your soul, so that any limiting, conditioned programs or beliefs can break and open and shift and help you grow and unfold in your spiritual journey. It's not just expanding your mind and your consciousness, it's helping your spirit to maybe move in the way that it wants to move. So I was sitting in a chair after one of these ceremonies, and I was sat in the armchair and a cat jumped on my lap. And this girl said, "Oh, Carl, you're looking very regal." And she took a photo of me. And when I was in this meditation 2 or 3 days ago, I was sat in an armchair in the exact same position and a cat jumped on my lap. And I'd been meditating for a good amount of time. These things just happened to me, these spiritual experiences, just on a side note. And I went into very deep meditation, and those 2 moments in time collapsed. So that it's like it's kind of what I would call a wormhole. What she was capturing in that moment within that photo was the version of me that I had opened a door to by expanding me, my spirit, my soul. And then that was a 5-year wormhole to move everything that was materially and physically in the way of me standing in the fullness of that version of myself in the future. She was capturing me 5 years in the future within that picture. And my consciousness at that moment, boom, connected to me sitting in that armchair and her taking that photo. So I'll say this. Not only is time travel possible, and I have a lot of experience with it, it's within the realm of consciousness to move energy and warp reality and time and space is 100% possible if you know what you're doing within the spirit world. I will also say this. The cosmic joke is this, you can't utilize those gifts for something that is not intended for you. So when I reach back and pull myself forward into a present moment, it's because once again it's destined and fated and necessary for the larger thing that is God to operate and function. This is the issue with spiritual gifts. People want to take them and use them and bastardize and dilute them and weaponize them. Actually, the joke is that if you let that connection to God work and flow through you, you receive those experiences as part of your pathway. And then it's akin to the chicken and the egg and what is coming first, because, all of it's already there within God anyway. It's already past, present, and future, known, written, and we're having the experience of it unfolding through us, which is why people say that time is not linear and why you can experience time within that fashion. So, once again, that time space collapsed for a moment. Those two moments, two versions of me in time went whoop, and the things in the middle, that 5 year period, boom, I had to catapult and be shot through it, which then gives you trust and faith that once again God is working how it needs to, because it was a crazy 5 years. So much has happened, and I had to emotionally process it. And there was definitely moments within that time period where I didn't understand what was happening and what was going on, and yeah, doubted, questioned, because growing, sometimes we're in it, we can't see it. It's when you come and see a psychic, they can help you to understand and see that. It's sometimes difficult to do that for yourself. And I had a conversation with one of my clients yesterday. I like being a psychic because I'm a human. It's not about being a fucking guru or trying to find some elevated power or status. It's like, nah, I trained with old ladies in southeast London who gave a shit about what was going on in your life and how your life was going. It wasn't about them and them trying to make themselves feel a certain way. It's meant to be true service. And once again, psychics, we are human. We're in the raw, messy, emotional space as much as everybody else. And that realness and that rawness, A, helps you to claim your power and to grow and heal and take what you can from your experiences and turn them into your strengths. But you don't have to then pretend to be some fucking fake thing. Because when people use spirituality within that way, it's because they're trying to feel something that's missing in themselves. Fuck that bullshit. You can't give to people in true service if you're moving from that space. So I like being human. I like being in the messiness with everybody else. It helps you relate. It helps you connect. And I think that as well, it means that other people feel safe. They feel they can feel it. You can feel the truth that has a vibration, and when somebody comes to the table in realness in that way, people are much more receptive than some fake guru bullshit. So that is that. If anybody wants to work with me, carltreslove.com. Oh yeah, and your emotions, they will, once again, these things move in the right way, but everything is in divine perfection. So if you want to get for these videos, PayPal at Carl Treslove. Like I will always say, remember, all is good, all is God, all is love. Until we connect again soon, in a wonderful, beautiful